Top 5 Live, episode 107. Javon's throwing up gang signs, and I don't really know what that's about.
It look like I got arthritis.
Danny's throwing up gang signs now. I'm not going to do that. I live in Durham, and I know better. So you guys have at it. But we're back for 107, and tonight we're doing the top 5 Blaxploitation movies. I'm going to bury the lead, okay? Now, those of y'all who have been watching this show know darn well that me and older movies, it's a struggle bus for me. And I thought that I had some Blaxploitation movies that I could put up here, but they're not actually Blaxploitation. So my list pretty much don't exist, to be honest with you. So
just tell them the truth. You didn't want to. You didn't want to do the homework.
It's gonna be Danny and Javon tonight.
Not,
now, if I
did not want to do the proper research.
Morgan just literally pulled up a list of Blaxploitation films. Just took it.
That's all he did. He was just like he was like Blaxploit. He Googled Blaxploitation and was like, "Oh, I haven't seen any of these movies. All right, I quit." Like
you're correct. You're absolutely correct. The movies that I would have qualified as excuse me. So like I've seen the new Shaft, right? With Samuel L.
Please
Jackson.
don't put the new Shaft on the list.
Yep, it doesn't qualify. That's exactly my point. The new Shaft doesn't qualify as a Blaxploitation film.
I mean,
it does.
It kind of does.
Qualify, but it shouldn't make anybody's top 5. But
I mean, if you want to do that,
it cannot. It can't. Not to me. According to the definition that I looked up, unless I go to that film and look at the production team and the people behind the camera, the directors and the writers, and all of them are black, or at least 90%, it don't qualify. To me, if it is not a Blaxploitation movie unless black people were largely involved with the creation, producing.
Okay, what's wrong with Friday then? What's wrong with Friday being a Blaxploitation?
How the freak is that a Blaxploitation film?
Because it's about the struggle. It's about black struggle, and it's about the black struggle. It's a black film. It's an independently, majorly black created film. It's about the black struggle. I would consider it a Blaxploitation film.
I don't. In my head, look, you gotta do what you want. If Friday counts, then I have a dog in the race. But in my mind, when I looked it up.
It is.
In my mind, when I looked it up, what the term meant, because I didn't want to be wrong about what the term means. Because I've heard it before, but I wanted a hard definition to make sure before I put this list together, does it actually count? And to me, the only 2 time periods that I can think of that definitely qualify as Blaxploitation films would be the 1920s and 1930s, when the Harlem Renaissance, when we used to put out our movies back then in Harlem and people would come and see them, or plays and stuff like that. That would be one.
You ever seen Dolomite?
In the 1970s.
You haven't seen Dolomite?
No. Are you kidding me?
Bro, you just don't like black people. That's all this
is. Every time we get on the show, I'll be wanting to take Morgan's black card, man. Every time, man.
That's all this is. You just don't like black people. Just say it. Just say the words.
What reason would I go back in time to go back and watch those movies, bro? Why?
The same reason you read the Bible. The same reason you read the Bible. You want to understand deeper the history of film and our culture and the people who made things. Like,
again, this is just like the conversation we had last week. You got to go back to go forward. You got to understand where we came from.
Me and Danny, me and Javon tied last week, so I'm gonna put up one for both of us for whatever.
I'm telling you, there's one missing. There's one missing.
No, it's not. I ain't got no reason to lie. I do the same. I show this board every freaking week so people can keep track.
I feel like there's one missing.
Yeah,
you ain't that far back anymore.
You full of crap.
Yep, sweet, badass song. That's a good one.
Let me go.
Yeah, Morgan don't care about if it didn't happen. If it's pre-2000, it don't matter to Morgan.
That's racist.
I've
never said that.
Kevin Chapman, I don't know where you got that.
I was trying to figure out how new. You know what? I might put a list together right off the top of my head when I do it. Just for movies that.
Why you don't have a list now?
Because when I looked up the definition, I was like, bro, I can't. It's got to be movies from the 70s or the 20s. I'm just not counting anything else. In my head, I didn't want to count nothing else. I just didn't. So if Friday counts, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, how is it not based on what Danny's saying? It is one.
It's not a black.
Why?
Well, there's a level of like, yes, there are films that are made by black people.
But they did say it includes comedy, horror, action. In my mind, a blaxploitation film is an action film of some sort. So Dolomite, Shaft, Foxy Brown. I know about those movies. Have I ever?
Dragon definitely counts.
The best way to put it is, I'm looking at this definition. The best way to put it is, blaxploitation is an ethnic subgenre of the exploitation film that emerged in the United States during the early 1970s.
Last Dragon definitely counts.
But it's not just because a film is made by black people doesn't make it a blaxploitation film.
No.
All right.
There's tone, there's tenor, and there's topic that's involved that separates it.
The black struggle has to be in there. There's a level of exploitation within the film, right?
Diary Mad Black Woman doesn't fit that.
No. What does a Diary Mad Black Woman exploit?
Blackness. The fact that Tyler Perry is a man playing a woman.
All right, man. Come on, now. You know better. Who said Romeo must die? Come on, man. Stop doing that. Because at that point, then you can be like, "Oh, Best Man is a black exploitation." Like, what are you doing?
For me, that's what we're doing right now.
No, that's not.
Once he said Friday was up there, bro. Come on now.
Danny's wrong. Okay,
I'm just telling you what Danny said. Friday counts.
Friday doesn't count. Why are you listening to Danny on this part? Like he was right. Danny was right up in there, right up in there.
Danny got. I know he got Last Dragon on there. I know he does because that's what's fit.
I mean, that's a blaxploitation film, though. But that's a blaxploitation film.
Definitely count.
It is though.
Yes,
it's absolutely one.
Yeah, Bad Boys is up there too. Yeah, no. I'm about to make a list right now.
Bad Boys top 10. I tried to say we should do top 5 black films. Y'all was like, nah.
Y'all, there's
Morgan, you absolutely said no.
So top 5 black films?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yes, I did. And I was like, and y'all were like, both of y'all were like, nah, like that.
No, we probably picked something else.
No, I remember this vividly because I pitched it twice and y'all were like, no, both times.
Why would we do? So there must have been a better topic.
When we said what?
Y'all both said no to it. When I said
said no to
top
what?
5 best black films.
He said we could do top 5 best black films.
We've done that.
Y'all said no. No, we haven't.
We've done black films before. Yes, we have.
I feel like we have.
No. Listen, I promise you, Michael Jai White's whole filmography.
True. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to make a list because I have seen films. I've seen films with black. See, again, to me, that doesn't qualify because behind the camera, the majority is still not black.
What?
The people behind the camera need to be black too.
Which film?
Any of the films that they're naming. Bad Boys definitely don't count.
No. Well, again, yes.
Bad Boys is not. No.
William has it. The key word is exploit. That's the key word in it.
Exploit.
Like there's exploitation within the films most of the films we're going to talk about.
So like sets?
Well, everything. Exploiting black people kind of in a negative light, but we kind of took it and make it a positive thing.
Like a caricature.
Like what's Superfly and Dolomite, they're about pimps.
Black folks in blackface.
I wouldn't go that far, but theoretically, yes.
They clone Tyrone.
The most recent example I would call they clone. You saw they clone Tyrone. I would count that.
I'm about to count.
That's pretty close. Don't worry about it. That's pretty close.
It's going. That's in there.
I didn't put it in there, but because we talk about the best.
You didn't even like it. What do you mean?
What are you talking about? I did like it.
You didn't even like the movie. I
didn't say that.
No, Morgan. Morgan didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, Morgan never said that.
Why are you lying on me?
Morgan was the one that was like, I watched that like 3-4 times. I defend you, Morgan.
I appreciate
somebody in one of these groups. Somebody in one of these groups said they didn't like it.
We
And I
came
know it
on the
wasn't
show
me.
and said we
We
liked it.
talked about it on the show. I didn't say I didn't like it. I said it. It's like I can't wait to watch. It's a different genre, but I can't wait to watch the movie, the horror movie, Talk to Me Again.
Yeah, I want to see that. I haven't seen it yet.
I can't wait to watch it again. It's not that it wasn't good. It's just I'm trying to. Sometimes when you see it for the first time, you're trying to qualify how good something is. And
just watch it. Why are you trying to do that?
What?
What you just said when you watch it, you're trying to quantify it. Just watch it.
No, I'm saying the first time I watch it, and it depends on who did the film. What's up, Beverly?
Beverly, what concert you at?
What concert you go to, Beverly?
Was it Beyonce?
Out there,
it's probably Beyonce.
Shaking it like a shark.
I'm going to LL Cool J recently.
LL Cool J. Oh yeah, that's right. He had a concert tour going. There's a who is it? It's Maya, Monica, and somebody else that I was dying to see. Oh, okay.
See, never back down wouldn't count because it's not. See, that's what I'm saying. To me, unless it is black produced, like it's one of Michael J. White's movies.
No, he was joking, but Michael J. White has like two that are was it Black Dynamite, right?
Okay, let me ask if this one counts because it was one of my favorite movies I saw on Netflix, but I don't think it counts because of the production team. I have to look up the production team, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't all black. When they redid Dolomite, when Eddie Murphy played and was like walking you through that struggle.
They call me Dolomite. They call me Dolomite.
No, that was a biography. That was a biographical film, though, wasn't it?
No,
I thought they were.
They did it loosely based on that, but it wasn't meant to be a biopic.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I thought it was.
No, I don't.
I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, you could check behind me, but I'm pretty sure. But I love that movie.
It was more of a comedy. I think it was more of a comedy, but it was like I don't know. I can't say it was biography, but it was It was.
I love the name of it. They call me what?
They call me
Dolomite.
I'm about to look it up right now because I love that movie a lot.
I haven't seen it yet, but did y'all want to talk about anything?
Yeah. I mean, we just started into this, so but at the same time, yeah, we can. Somebody just ordered. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see who's on the production team of this. So it's all black.
Dolomite is my name. That's the name of it.
Yeah, Dolomite is my name.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah,
Dolomite is my name.
It's a biographical comedy film. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, that's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna make that joint up as I go. You ain't got to worry about it. Cast. I know the cast is, but I need to see who's behind the camera though.
The Roots, De La Soul, Rakim, DJ Jet. Man, okay,
it's a big one because LL Cool J talked about it on the.
I would have went to that one. Where was it?
Because he came on the Breakfast Club with the Roots. It was Black Thought and Questlove that came on there with him to talk about who was going to be up there.
All right. So, what did y'all think of first weekend of football?
Oh boy.
I only have one thing to say about football. The Panthers are trash.
Hey, no, you're not going to do that right now. You're not about to do that. You're not about to do that.
The Panthers are trash right now. They might get better during the season.
No,
but that's
we're not trash. We lost the game. There's a difference.
No, okay. Emmanuel, we about to block you, man.
Bryce made mistakes
because they're trash.
Miles Sanders made mistakes. The defense played their behinds off.
It's okay to be trash though when you got a rookie quarterback. Just saying.
Yeah, but we're not trash though. We're just not. It's been one game. Nobody is trash in one game. That's
just y'all got lucky as hell. All right, Philly got lucky as hell. I was watching that game across the street from the con after I packed up everything. We're surrounded by Ravens fans.
Oh wow.
I tell you, when I walked in to the bar, it was like a sea of Ravens fans and Mac Jones threw a touchdown for the Patriots. And I was like, hell yeah, man. Every eye in the room turned around, looked at me. I just slowly backed up. I was like, I want no smoke today. But, prayers up for Aaron Rodgers.
I hate.
Do y'all think he'll come back or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I hope so, but at the same time, that's a lot to ask of him. because
got plenty of time
that's
to
not
come
just a year of rehab. You know what I'm saying? Like some people estimate it could take like a year and a half to come back from that. So
He's too old, bro.
About to
It
be
might
40.
be time to.
yeah, he's already
It
40.
might
I
be
think.
time to let it go.
Yeah, it will be though.
Um,
Or L is for luck, but your L is for loss. All right. That's
Oh, wow.
okay, Just. It's all right, Just.
wow.
Just was at his house sweating because he know I was about to say something if they lost. That's okay. Y'all got y'all win.
Them Jaguars, though.
I mean, who they beat though?
Hey,
They
it
play
don't matter. It
Indianapolis.
matters that they won.
Oh man.
Look, like I said, it's week 1, bro. I
Week
hate
one
the
don't mean
overreaction that takes place in week 1. I really do. It really makes me mad.
Week
Because
one
everybody
don't
talking
mean
about either because like the Bengals, I guarantee there's people out there right now saying the Bengals are trash because the Browns blanked them. Like they just lost. You know what I'm saying? It's week 1. And now in the modern NFL where they don't do preseason the way that they normally do, like you fully expect to see trashness that first week. Like I do. You know what I'm saying? Because they're playing in practice. They do the like joint practice with other teams, but it's not the same as the format that they used to have for preseason games. Like game 3, you play at least the whole first half. You know what I'm saying? Like they call it dress rehearsal for a reason. That crap is dead now. They don't do that anymore. So, to me, I never think too much of the first game. I did want to see how we look against the run. I think the defense looked really good in the first half. The second half, we waned a little bit because of the mistakes that were made. But for the whole year, we got a lot of potential. The difference is going to be my concern for Bryce is whether or not he can actually see over the line. I don't know if he can yet, in some respects, because some throws I saw him make to me seemed like he was having trouble seeing where he was going. So he was like, let me get it out of bounds. He's been playing his whole life with players that are bigger than him, though. So I'm sure that they like over evaluated that. You know what I'm saying? When they were going through that drafting process, because they could have just took CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I would have been mad as heck because Stroud ain't that good.
I wouldn't have been mad. I would have been fine with whichever one of them two they took. Whichever one of them 3, honestly, I'd have been fine with them taking Richardson too. It would have been Cam 2.0. I like that Bryce is calm under pressure, but at the same time, I really want to see that kind of grow over time and see whether or not, because you don't have to be a fiery, yelling guy to be. I'm just used to that from Cam. You don't have to be that type of leader, but because I don't really listen to people saying, "Oh man, he's all the stories are he's an ultimate processor and he's already got the respect of the huddles and all that crap." Man, it's preseason, man. You know what I'm saying? Like every report's nobody comes out and reports and says, "Man, this is trash." You know what I'm saying? Like nobody does that. Everybody's gonna talk it up, and God knows you can't trust the teammates because all of them are gonna say everything they're supposed to, especially with a rookie. So I don't even listen to that stuff. I just wait until I see it on the field. But yeah, that's all I got. I can't wait for next week. I got destroyed on Prize Picks. I got destroyed on Prize Picks this weekend.
I lost one
and I lost
fantasy game and won.
I lost all of my fantasy games this weekend.
Dang,
I lost all 3 leagues. I lost. My tight end gave me 0 points. My defense gave me 0 points. I mean, it was crazy. I think I had I had Washington's defense. I think stuff just did not go the way I thought it was going to go this past weekend in a lot of respects. So I'm excited. Football's back. Period. I'm very excited about that. Very, 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 very excited about that. And I plan to make some money. I plan to make some money since we can finally bet on football.
Before this is the last thing I'm gonna say, I didn't expect to win against the Eagles. I'll be perfectly honest, but yeah, y'all Negroes got lucky.
What's good, Sean?
Oh Lord Jesus.
Javon, did you want to talk about the con or not really?
Oh, yeah, we can talk about it. I was at Boston. Baltimore Comic Con. It was really fun, gotta be honest. I mean, it's always a fun con. Like sales wise, it was like okay. actually did better than I thought I would. That I did, but got to hang out, got to meet my favorite writer of all time, Mark Waid, which is really cool. Got to see Brian Steel Freeze again.
You said you got to hang out with Mark Waid?
I didn't get to hang out. I got to meet.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
that would have been nice. It would have been nice. No, actually, I get to hang out with Howard Chaykin. Who else? Tom King. I had a nice conversation with him. A couple conversations. You know me. Y'all know me. I'm a big networker. So I got to meet quite a few people. Got to watch some football with Dexter Vines, which was really cool. He's a cool dude.
Okay.
It was cool. And then, seeing all the black folks out there, there was a lot. There was a lot of us, what's his name? Is it Blake?
Yep.
Yeah, Rod was there.
Yeah. Rod is huge.
Yes.
He's a very
literally and figuratively, yes. Who else? Greg Burnham and Marcus Williams, got to see them, got to hang out with Chana. Obviously, Greg Elise was there. Damn, who else was there? TJ was there.
We definitely want to do Baltimore next year if we can.
Baltimore and Heroes Con. If I go through the year and I can get to both of them, I'll be very happy.
I'm definitely gonna do Heroes Con again. I'm gonna try and do Baltimore again. I'm gonna do my best. I just want to be in a different spot. I want to be in a different spot. I gotta put me someplace else. But yeah, it was fun, man. Got to meet, got to Afua. Yep, got to meet Afua.
Yeah, I was about to have to message you on that one, bro. You was cheesing a little bit too hard.
I had dinner with her and who else? There was a couple other people.
Hold on, let me come back to the screen. You said you what now?
I had dinner with her and a few other people.
Who was her?
Afua.
Oh no.
We all hang. It's like a group of us. I hang out with the Heroes Initiative folks. Oh man, listen, man.
Morgan acting like she didn't literally invite us to go out to eat when we were in Baltimore that same year.
She's a nice person, dude.
Yeah, she invited us to go out to eat. We just didn't go.
So that's your fault.
Go. I don't remember that.
That's your fault. Okay.
Danny made that up.
Definitely Morgan's fault.
Okay. The Black Indie Comic collab. I guess we could talk. I guess I can talk about it. It's happening. I can't say much more, but it's gonna be fun. It's a lot of names involved. We're not gonna say that. I'm not saying that live.
Wow.
I'm not saying that live.
I will say.
I'm not saying anything.
Yes, Beverly. I love her. I think everybody loves a fool, man.
Oh no, she's a wonderful person.
Everybody loves
but yeah, this it's gonna be a really good event. It's gonna be a while before we see it, so just bear with us. But we working. Danny and Morgan are a part of it, of course. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Came out of nowhere.
Hey, I'm down, man. Y'all let me know when it's time to do marketing, and let me know when it's time to.
Oh yeah.
I want to see some images. So whenever y'all have
yeah, we go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's hard for me to talk about it because I can't really talk about it, but it's out there.
You said it's a meeting happening. I thought somebody said it was a meeting happening, right?
Something's happening soon. It's something. It might be I'm pretty sure if this happens the way it's happening, it'll be the largest. Absolutely be the largest collaboration in comic book history, really. But,
hey, I'm about to. You know what movie counts?
Oh Lord, what movie?
If
you say Get Out,
yeah, go ahead and guess.
If you say Get Out, we're gonna have a problem.
No, not Get Out.
What movie?
I forgot that fast. I ain't even no cap.
But yeah, anyway, Baltimore. Baltimore was a fun con. I actually got to sneak in the Ringo Awards.
Sneak in? Why you have to sneak in? It's not open to the public.
Sounds really.
Not really. You gotta like paid to get in the table. Like you got to pay
Oh.
to sit at the table. Yeah.
Coming to
I like.
America.
So
Coming
you're
to
saying
America.
you didn't? You're saying you did
Coming
not?
to America counts.
No, I mean I went like, so I went to like the hotel where it was, and like it's not like they got security guards at the door. Like I just like walked in and like watched for a little bit and then left.
Hey,
The
for the record, coming to America counts.
How?
And Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights. Yeah.
Harlem Nights counts.
Yes, the Ringos are an award show. It's an award show.
Yeah.
I got a bag of swag though. But I stayed at a hotel that was like 2 blocks away from where I got the bag of swag from, and I went back to my hotel room at like 2 at night. I have never walked through the streets of Baltimore faster. I was like,
man.
What?
Stop being a punk,
Dude,
man.
I literally saw a fight in the streets of Baltimore while we were there.
That's okay.
I told you. I don't know if I told y'all.
Them.
The first time I went to Baltimore was the first time.
Why don't count, Jess?
First time I saw people, person doing heroin in real life.
You saw what?
Somebody doing heroin on the street.
Oh.
First time I seen it in real life with my own eyes.
Danny's eating something. I don't know what he's eating, but he's eating something.
Harlem
Nights don't count as a black.
My people on TikTok were asking for some snacks.
I'm not sure if Harlem Nights counts, man.
Why? Why not?
Is Harlem Nights?
I don't understand why it wouldn't be.
I wouldn't count Harlem Nights.
Why?
Because Eddie Murphy was the biggest star in the world during that time.
Oh, wow, there's a whole article about it. I'm trying to see.
It counts, man. Tell him.
I don't know if it counts.
Black struggle. Eddie Murphy's character was a little boy, didn't have no mom and no daddy. He got taken in. You know what I'm saying? They grow up. There's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's a hilarious movie. It's an iconically hilarious movie. It was black. Who wrote Harlem Nights?
See, I mean, that's like saying Posse is in Menace to Society are Blaxploitation films. They're not. Like one of the things about them is
Eddie Murphy wrote that. Why don't it count?
Come on,
Is
man.
Life a Blaxploitation movie? Hey, we're gonna have these debates later.
I wasn't shocked about seeing a fight in the streets of Baltimore. I wasn't shocked. I'm just telling you what I saw. Jumping Jack Flash. Guys,
hey, listen, bro. Listen.
Oh,
it's open now, bro. We up.
It ain't open.
We up. It's up.
Oh my God. This dude, I'm telling you, Morgan just gonna do his top 5 black films. He's just gonna walk up.
Nah, because if that was the case, like I said, I put Coming to America on there. But I won't stretch that far. I put Coming to America on there. But Danny said Friday count, so if Friday count, Coming to America definitely up there.
Didn't you guys have a con this weekend? No.
Nope.
I thought. When's the next one y'all got coming up?
November.
Yep.
Unless there's something in between the Danny doing, because I November's the only one. The only other one I know for sure I should be able to go to.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I'm not.
Me and Danny just talked about this yesterday. I ain't even gonna cap, bro, and I ain't gonna hold you. We love going to these cons, no question about it. It's very hard for me to get to them though, and with the blessing that has happened to us on TikTok. And the sales that we've been able to make on TikTok and in our regular shop, man, I'm trying to focus on keeping that train going. And people ask us all the time when we go into cons, and definitely we want to show up to them. But my focus is that right now.
We're trying to get to where Javon is. We're trying to get to where Javon is legit. If they paying for a room, what is it?
I ain't nobody paying for my room.
A room, a table, or transportation.
Yeah, we in there.
They got to pay for 2 of the 3, and we're gonna make it happen.
If I'm in driving distance, you gotta pay for at least one of those 2.
Beverly, the criteria that we stick to every week is number 1. It cannot be on your list if you have not seen it. If it's a movie or TV show,
never been a part of our criteria.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, at the beginning, but we
That's
ended that
been
a long time
the
ago.
one thing that I've stuck to from the first time we argued about this is the fact that I don't have movies on my list that I have not seen because y'all be trying to play me all the time. When
Except tonight.
I don't do it either. I don't put movies on my list that I
yeah,
haven't
y'all
seen.
used to argue about that crap all the time, and I was like,
I
all right,
agree with Morgan on that one. If I haven't
that's a
seen it,
hard.
I'm not.
One of the hard rules that we have is that you cannot put it on your list unless you've seen it. Unless we're doing a greatest list. If we're doing a best list, which is what we've been doing for forever, because greatest was too hard to quantify. People didn't have as much fun with that.
Specifically when it comes to movies and music, though, like I don't think for
Yeah.
me, I don't do it if it's something I haven't seen or listened to. You know what I'm saying? If it's like the greatest albums, and I'm like, hey, I haven't listened to Thriller. I'm not. I mean, Thriller might be dope, but if I ain't listened to it, I can't really judge and say if it's one.
You never listened to Thriller?
No, that's not. I'm just
Oh, I
for
was
an
about to
example.
say.
Yeah, I was about to do so
That's an
That
example.
sounded
Come
real
on, now.
personal right there.
I was about to say, hold the freak on,
I
bro.
was about to say, Dan, you can't never talk about
I would
music
get off the
ever
show.
again.
I would get off the show and go listen to Thriller right now.
Yeah, I'd play it while we doing the show. So that's one criteria every week is if we have not seen it, if we haven't listened to it, then it can't be on the list. That's one hard criteria.
We might as well do these lists right
for
now.
For a while we've been doing best. For a while we've been doing best, but it's not greatest. If we're doing best, best is always a cross between greatest and favorite. So greatest would be it doesn't matter, like your personal opinion of whatever it is doesn't weigh nearly as much as like the consensus or the accolades or whatever it is, depending on what we're talking about. So, like if we were talking about the greatest films ever made, right? And we say greatest, then whatever film you put up there better have like won Grammys or something. You know what I'm saying? If it has no awards, no national or historical acclaim,
movies can win Grammys. Well, I guess they can. That's true.
yeah, like if or greatest album of all time and it's never won any Grammys.
Soundtrack, movie soundtrack can win a Grammy.
You just can't do that. But we always do best lists because that's the cross in between like something that's great that you can back up with accolades or whatever, and your favorite, and you can more easily defend your ground on why you put that on your list. So those are always the criteria. Past that, it just has it has to like so every week we come on and we'll tell you depending on what the list is. We'll tell you what we use to choose what we put on our list. You know what I'm saying? But then after that, it's like it's a debatable thing of like right now we're debating what is a Blaxploitation film. You know what I'm saying? So then we start from this is what the definition is. Does this fit? You know what I'm saying? And whatever, and then we talk through it as the show goes on. So that's a part of the fun of it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't fit, sometimes it does. And then y'all ultimately, once we put the poll up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are the ones to determine that stuff on your own. When you're looking at the list, if it counts or it doesn't count in your mind, then it's gonna get voted for or not voted for based on that. And that's pretty much what we've been on that for a while. So and for this one, like I said, I didn't come in with a list because when I was looking at the definition earlier, I was like, man, I can't put movies on here that did not come out in the 70s or like the 1920s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's the height of Blaxploitation. Black people making black films in all ways.
Speaking of black films, did you go see the Equalizer 3 yet?
Nope. I think I'm going tomorrow when I get off work. But it depends.
Please go see that joint immediately. I don't know if we're supposed to be discussing. Yeah, we can talk about movies, bro.
Yeah, they say we can.
That joint was amazing to me.
I plan to go see it, and I plan to go see that. And there's two movies, that one and what's the other movie that's out that I'm supposed to go see? Because normally I go on the first night if it's something I really want to see. Hey, it's another movie out that I was supposed to see and I haven't seen it yet. Equalizer is one of them. I might have to look.
Equalizer was dope. I don't know what other movies are out right now, but I still didn't go see Ninja Turtles. I wanted to go see that with the kids, but I just didn't get a chance. It came out when we went to Disney, and I was already spending too much money. I was like, nah, forget it.
Oh, The Nun. That's the other one. I got to go see that.
That's a horror movie?
Yeah, I got to go see The Nun. Oh, that's what I wanted to say earlier. That I don't know. See, dang, did I send y'all that video earlier today? Yeah, I did.
The relationship thing?
Yes. I want to talk about that briefly because I just want to get everybody else's opinion because I think it would be beautiful. Honestly, if life worked like that for real, like I think it'd be awesome. You know what I'm saying?
What was it in what was the video? Because I don't remember seeing it. I saw the if people were honest on their first dates, but I didn't see what they said. I didn't
Yeah,
watch what they said
I'm
in the
find.
video.
I sent it to our group, right?
Yeah. And
All right,
on
I'm gonna play
Facebook.
it. I'm gonna pull it up and play it real quick. Also, y'all gonna see a video from me very soon, because Sean Stockman responded, and we're hoping he got his stuff from us. And I promise you, the same day that Sean Stockman makes a video about our stuff, you gonna see it. You you gonna see that. That's a definite. Okay, but I'll get back to that when it comes. All right, let me hold on. Let me see back. All right, so I'm gonna have to let it go through, and then I'll screen share. I'm gonna screen share it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. If life was really like this, y'all tell me if it would be a good or a bad thing. To me, it'd be fantastic, and I do want to talk about it a little bit deeper. There was something else I had talked about in the group, and I was saying I might talk about this tonight. I just got to find what it was. But I guess I could show this, and then we can talk about it briefly, and then we do our list, and then maybe circle back around if y'all want to. But let me get. Hold on, I'm gonna wait until it restarts, and then I'll play it.
I was about to say I can't hear it.
I know I still got the mute. I still got it muted because I don't want to spoil it.
Justin. No, what happened was my wife called and it ended my live. That's what happened. So I appreciate you coming over to YouTube or to Facebook. We appreciate that.
All right, here we go.
I'm all right. Why you got that on though?
What do you mean? Let me. All right, I'm gonna just refresh it. Y'all can see it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. All right. Why you got that on though?
What do you mean?
I'm not really dressed for a date.
I mean, I'm really just here.
God dang it! All right, there we go.
Wow.
There we go.
You're gorgeous.
Hey, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Why you got that on though?
What do you mean?
I'm not really dressed for a date.
I mean, I'm really just here for the free food, so.
Okay. Well, you these coming over after?
I don't really do that on the first date.
Whoa, now. I have to drop you right here, man. No beat, no eat.
All right. Nice
All right.
meeting you.
Me, you too. Have a good one. Unfollow me. Wow. You're gorgeous.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Why you got that on?
What do you mean?
I played it again. Oh, let me
really
refresh
just
it again. I just want to play it again to make sure everybody gets it.
You're gorgeous.
Hey, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Why you got that on though?
What do you mean?
I'm not really dressed for a date.
I mean, I'm really just here for the free food, so.
Okay. Well, you these coming over after?
I don't really do that on the first date.
Whoa, now. I have to drop you right here, man. No beat, no eat.
All right. Nice
All right.
meeting you.
Me, you too. Have a good one. Unfollow me. Wow. You're gorgeous.
Hey, thank you. How are you?
All right, man.
All right. So if
Follow me.
shut up, Sean. So if life was really like that, right? And everybody just put their cards on the table straight up, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, I know that it would take thick skin, but to me, you don't think so?
Nah, man. The best part of building a relationship is the what you don't know and learning each other and the tension of slowly revealing yourself. That's the fun of being in a relationship. Like, I mean, if you like just trying to get to it, then yeah, cool. But if you're trying to get in a relationship.
Well, but see that that's why I think the conversation comes off that way, but I don't think that's what it is. Like, I think he was genuinely looking to take her out on a date, right? But the tempo gets set early because he was like because he said, "Why you dressed like that?" And then she was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "You don't really like you dressed for a date." And he laughed a little bit. He wasn't mad, and then she was like, "Oh, she was like, oh, I really was just going for the food." And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." He won't even bothered by it. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, "Oh, okay, cool." But then the next part is, "Oh, you at least gonna come over after?" She was like, "I don't really do that first day." He was like, "Oh, all right, well." You know what I'm saying? Like that's the end of it. Because now, all right, I want to take you on a date. I wanted to get to know you. That ain't something you're interested in. You just wanted to go get the food. Cool. We can do that. But then my expectations are gonna shift now. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're not cool with that part, I get that too, and I respect it. There was no animosity. Nobody got angry. Everybody was just honest about what their intentions were.
Yeah.
They went on about the way.
That's
I
fine.
thought it was beautiful. It was hilarious, especially unfollow me though.
Yeah, the unfollow me was hilarious.
The no beat no eat. That's hilarious too. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was funny, but it was also. I think people be wasting people's time because God knows this just got talked about not too long ago, where we know women talk about the fact that they go out on dates just for the food. If you know that going into it, the dude might not even have an issue with that if you put it on the table, but like people are too scared to do that because they want to do the song and dance. To me, why you want to do the song and dance? It's disingenuous anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like you might as well just say what it is. I don't know. Maybe I value honesty too much.
A little delusional.
What's delusional about that?
It ain't never gonna happen.
What's never gonna happen?
Well, because people, again, nobody's trying to be their real self because you're trying to put the best foot forward. Most people, when you're dating, are trying to put their best foot forward. So, you know what I mean? Like, again, like Danny said, like sometimes it's about, unfolding. Like getting to know somebody throughout the night.
Finding the right one takes work.
Yeah, but
we already know you looking. You made that really apparent. Yes.
Me?
He was like, why can't I have a woman?
But I was partially joking. I think everybody picked up on that.
Football.
Morgan said, "Look, this is my criteria. If you don't like football,
but that's what I'm saying. I think most people understood I was joking. You know what I'm saying?
Got a PhD.
This is the job This is the job.
Here's what I expect. Hey Jay, listen, it's some bull crap out here.
I'm quite happy to not be in the game anymore.
It's some bull crap out here right now. But like I said, to me, again, the reason I enjoyed that video is because to me, everybody just shot straight. So like why waste weeks of each other's time, months of each other's time when you knew when you got in that car, I do think like things can happen, right? Like if they did go out anyway, right? Even putting all that on the table that it did go out, they still could have fell for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have just been going for the food, but then be like, oh snap, I actually really like this dude. If they did go out. But
that's the point though.
Yeah, but
you don't know.
But
you
why
never know?
But why be disingenuous in the beginning if you know what your intent is in the beginning?
Because you never know.
You do know.
You're not being disingenuous.
No, you just said that things can happen. You literally don't know what's gonna happen when you go out with somebody. If you go out and then find out, oh, this person likes, hold on, what did Morgan supposed to say? Oh, you like sports, video games, geek culture, scary movies, and you got the ability to love me? What? You ain't gonna find all that out.
Yeah.
And just because
she might have just wanted the meal first.
Yeah, she might just came to get something to eat and then found out that y'all got 10 things in common.
Morgan don't want to pay for the meal.
Morgan said, nah, man, if you ain't beating, you ain't eating.
I don't have to know. I would rather know, like, again, because I'm transparent, like that's
what Tinder's for. That's what them dating apps are for.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. To me, the guy is getting vilified, and that's dumb. I'm not
vilifying the guy. I'm not vilifying the guy.
If you're saying that's what Tinder's for.
No, I'm saying Tinder is to find out what the interests are. Like if you are interested in,
you can find that out on Facebook. Tinder primarily was made to cut through the BS and say, hey, if you think this person's attractive, and you actually trying to hook up with them, you swipe right. You don't want to hook up with them, you swipe left. That's what that app was made for. It's made to cut through the BS.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's what you were looking for. Cut through the BS.
But that's my point is talking about the BS. That my point is, why do we need the BS? Is my point. I don't feel like you do. I feel like
you never know. You never know who the person is. You never know.
And I think too, one of the things about relationships is that the people who are opposite of you are going to stretch you, right? Like me and Tiana, we don't have a lot in common, but because we love each other, we experience things that each other person likes. You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all don't have a lot in common.
Nah, we don't. I mean, like not not really. We got some things in common.
Me.
We love, but we got more stuff in common now because we've been together so long. Like Tiana didn't like sports or comic books or superheroes and stuff like that. But now she'll sit down and watch Justice League for 10 days. You know what I'm saying? And that's, she wouldn't have experienced that stuff if she wasn't with me, So
I'm with you, Sean. I'll be a hermit.
It definitely is an extreme reevaluation period. Like when me and my ex-wife first separated and then got the divorce, bro, it took me at least 6 months to like really have it sink in to like, hey, legit, like y'all are not together anymore. Like if you are interested in somebody or they're interested in you, there's nothing wrong with y'all talking and like you pursuing something. Like it took me 6 months for that to soak in. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is an adjustment period. But I thought the video was hilarious, number one. But also I think I don't know, man. I very much so value people shooting straight. You know what I'm saying? So like if we can cut through the BS and you could just say, yo, this is what I'm interested in, this is what I'm looking for, whatever. We ain't gotta waste each other's time. You know what I'm saying? You just put that on the table. It can change. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a friend, a guy that I was working in the construction with, and he was saying when he first met his wife, you know what I'm saying, he didn't think he liked her like that. You know what I'm saying? But it grew over time with them being together, being around each other, getting and all that type of stuff, like his love for her grew. I'm not saying I don't think that's possible, but I don't know that that's necessarily what I'm looking for.
But you never know, because like if you like, let's say theoretically everybody put their cards on the table like that. Like Morgan, like Danny said, he could have missed out. That girl could have liked something that he liked. Y'all could have had a shared interest. And because they didn't have any real conversation outside of, well, I just wanted a meal and he just wanted a hit, they missed out on the opportunity for an actual relationship. So like putting your cards, because cards can change. Like at the beginning of the date, you could feel like you could see somebody and be like, yeah, I don't really think they my type. But then you have the date and you find out you love like everything else about this
almost
person.
Almost every black TV show comedy has an episode where the main character, like I remember the episode of Fresh Prince where Will Smith was like, when he went on a date with Queen Latifah, and he was like, "Oh, this ain't my type of, shorty." And then through the episode, they found out they got more and more stuff in common. Like, yo, this chick is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? She fly, she cool. I didn't think we were gonna be interested. Like, that's how you might see them cards. She might put them cards on the table, and you be like, man, I don't like these cards. But then the other side of the card be like, oh shoot, there's something here that I wasn't expecting. Like that's the best part of the relationship, man.
They did that on Martin too. Remember Martin and Gina? Gina ain't like Martin in the beginning.
Yeah,
it just grew. So like the cards on the table thing is weird to me, because going in with any type of expectation is weird.
But I don't disagree with you. I just think, again, I think people put each other through nonsense for no reason. Like if you
what do you mean by that though?
If you're a woman and you know that you were only going out with this dude for food, that you have no, like, you're not even attracted to the dude, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You're literally just going out because he wanted to take you out. Huh?
I wouldn't know, because again, I've been married for how long have I been married?
No, bro.
I've been married for 18 years.
You better know that answer real quick.
I've been married for almost 18 years now, so I wouldn't know. But I don't think nobody going on a date with nobody and being like, "Oh, I'm literally just here for the food." You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
I've heard women say that.
I'm telling you, I have female friends. I have female friends that I know for a fact went out with a guy they are not interested in at all, would never let them hit, don't have no intention on being in a relationship with him because they're not attracted to him, but they're going because the guy keeps asking, he's persistent, and they're going to do him the favor, pretty much, of gracing him with their presence and going out, eating dinner. She's going to be nice about it, but she's not pursuing anything. And she knew that when she got in the car. She knew that before she got there. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a thing. And then there's dudes.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too, Just.
Just just a married man now, so ain't gonna talk about his
I think
past
that
or
was just
nothing like that.
a plot point, Phil. I think that was just a plot point, like to push their skit forward. Um,
I know he had like a straight up black T-shirt talking about you ain't dressed up.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think that was just like they were just using something to push that part of that part of the skit forward. I don't know. Like I said, we can circle back to that on another day, I suppose. I guess we should get into the list, and then if somebody wants to continue to discuss it, we can. But I just always find stuff like that interesting because to me, I'm very much so like my friend Tam had to like throttle me down to not be so forward early. You know what I'm saying? With like what I think about things concerned, like what I'm thinking. Like you don't have to if we're dating, you don't have to wonder what I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, or how I feel about something. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? So now where things can get sticky for me is, and me and my best friends talk about this all the time, is like I could date you for a while and then whereas most people would just cut that person off, whether they think it's gonna be whether you think you can be a relationship or not. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because whether we're gonna be together or not, if we still cool, I don't see no reason to not communicate. You know what I'm saying? So, but my friends are like, no, bro, like you giving like the illusion or hope of something possibly being able to happen later, and you know it's not by continuing to like have any type of relationship with them. You should just cut them off. And I'm like, I ain't even that type of person. So I get caught in that area, and that's tough for me to navigate. But it's still I'm still gonna be honest about how I feel in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I just put it out there, whether it makes sense or not, or all of that, I can't always speak to. I just be like, hey, this is what it is. I don't know what to tell you outside of that. I can tell you how I feel. Outside of that, I don't really, you know, I can't put this in a bottle necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Or like say, hey, this is what I can tell you how I feel in the moment, and then like try to define things. Like I'm gonna try to, so I don't waste your time, hurt your feelings. Because my number one goal usually, not even usually, all the time, is to not hurt whoever's feelings. So
That don't sound like you.
I'm no nonsense. Morgan has been married. Change your
that don't sound like Morgan to me.
What? Not trying to hurt people's feelings?
Yeah, that don't.
Why would I want to hurt their feelings?
I don't know. I don't think you care necessarily about the feelings. I think you want to do the right thing. And
well, yes, but my goal is not to hurt your feelings, and usually telling the truth, I know can hurt feelings. But if I'm not feeling you that way, I would rather. I'm gonna answer you in a second, William. If I'm not feeling you in that way, I would rather tell you now than wait 6 months down the line of you like really falling for me, because I would want the same courtesy. If you know you're not feeling me like that, tell me now, so we don't eat. Neither one of us has to waste each other's time.
But how do
if
you
know,
that's my thing. That's where we differ. I think if you are interested in a person, you don't know. I don't got no comment. I've been out the game too long. I don't know. I've been out the game. I don't know. I don't think I just wouldn't be able to say I don't know how I feel. I wouldn't know how I would feel about a person until you get through that, hanging
yeah,
out.
but that's how you can end up committing to anybody. What's good, Emilio? All right, let me answer William first, and then
I know you have. I know you have, and I didn't want to put you out there like that, but
wow, Emilio got a serious question, man. You want to answer?
Oh God.
I mean,
yeah. Let me. I guess let's answer that, and then I'll come back to William because mine is personal, and he's asking.
He said, "What advice would you give someone, me, who has hit a financial obstacle in being able to finish a book due to not being able to afford to pay an artist, and also the fact that my autism gives me a problem in learning digital drawing and software?" Keep saving money, man.
Financial obstacle, yeah. If you don't have a due date,
Or
save
if
that
you
money
have
up.
enough pages, you should be doing the Kickstarter to pay for the rest.
Number one, I would say save them.
I would wait.
You don't gotta put a book out unless you
You don't
already
have,
did a
yeah,
Kickstarter. Unless you've already done
you
a
don't have to
Kickstarter,
do
you
nothing.
owe the book to somebody. You can wait. You
You
can take
darn
your
right.
time, save that money,
Yep.
and then pay that artist. Or
I only have 5 pages
I would
left.
wait then. To be
hey,
Leo,
save that
like
money.
I'm gonna keep it
Hey,
a complete. I keep it.
if it takes 6 months to save that money, save it up,
I will
pay
keep
that
it.
artist.
I will keep it a complete man with you, and this is through experience from both me and Danny. One lesson that we both learned the hard way is do not do a Kickstarter and not have your project done already. Don't do it. It's a horrible idea, especially if somebody else is especially if you're relying on somebody else to get it done. Do not do it. You are putting yourself on the line, you're putting your reputation on the line. There's a whole lot of stuff that can go very bad for you if you do that. If you put yourself in that space and then you don't deliver. Don't do it. You don't owe anybody anything unless your project is done and you put it out there to the people and say, hey, we're ready. And now once the Kickstarter is over, they're looking for their stuff. And you have no idea when you're even gonna get your own stuff. In Javon's case, because Javon is producing his own, like he's the artist, he's the writer. That's on Javon at that point completely. He ain't got to rely on nobody else. That's a completely different situation. But if you're paying an artist, don't do it. Especially if you're paying more than one. Like if you got one artist on doing pencils, one artist doing inks, one artist doing colors, one artist doing letters, don't, bro. Just wait. It doesn't mean that your what is it? What's the saying Martin Luther King had? A dream delayed is not a dream. God, it's something like that.
Unfulfilled.
Yeah, don't think that the timing, you're not on a timetable for your greatness. You don't have a timetable for it. Whenever you get done, whenever you can get it done is when you get it done. You don't have to press yourself. You don't have to hurt yourself. You don't have to do that. Do not set yourself up like that, bro. Just don't.
Thank you. I do traditional pencil layouts, but I have to pay for someone to do everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
find somebody that going into it, like they know the position that you're in, and y'all can work together on it. You know what I'm saying? But do not put yourself in a situation where you're on the hook for something with customers. Just don't do that. It's a very bad idea.
That pressure is just unnecessary.
Kickstarters are stressful enough.
Especially
I thought if he had like 10 pages and it was like a 20-page book,
yeah, that's different.
I don't see what's wrong.
If you got enough to do a Kickstarter to show people,
would you say?
I still wouldn't. I've learned my lesson there too.
I would if I had 10 pages done.
We've done Kickstarters with less. We have, but again,
it's a bad idea.
I would not recommend doing that because you can wait. You can wait until it's almost done.
Ain't nobody rushing you.
Yeah,
ain't nobody rushing you. The only person rushing you is you.
But once that Kickstarter is funded, they are going to be rushing you. They're gonna be 100%. Poking you and wanting to know when their book is. There's people. Somebody was just asking me about even like the Marcus Williams and them. Like people got books, and they still got people be asking questions about them. So people gonna ask you about them books. We get asked about like there's stuff that I haven't delivered. I still get asked about. So, hey.
What do you say? I have a hard time reaching my fan base, which is same as books like Captain Underpants.
That's
a different.
The struggle of
marketing is a whole different.
The struggle of all artists is marketing. Always. That's gonna be the hardest thing you have to do.
My suggestion is win your area, like wherever you live. Like just pick your state. All right, like everybody in your state needs to know that you make comics. So you could just do whatever small events you can do where you don't have to pay like a ton of money for a table, or you don't have to travel too hard. Do those. Make money doing that, and then build that money and build your audience so that like I said, at least in your state, they know you. And
And
then once you build up enough of a little nest egg, then you branch out and you pick the state next to you and then do that, like just slowly, like Morgan said, like there's no real need to rush.
Yeah, you ain't got to start with NC Comic Con, and you ain't got to start with a graphic novel. We literally did our first local show. This was NC Comic Con. We did our first shows with prints and a novel, and that's it.
And
Started
I only had a short story.
right. We started super local. Like this was the show.
My first show was a book signing in a store.
Right. So
the other thing I will say is,
shoot, you could do book signings at every single store in your region and do decently.
Yep.
You could just do that.
The other thing I will say is, if you're going to look to Kickstarter to recoup your funds, then you need to make genuine. I say this all the time. You need to make genuine connections with people in the indie comic community, because primarily the biggest supporters for your work when you do Kickstarters usually is people from the indie community that know that struggle. They know how hard it is to do a Kickstarter. They're going to support you every time. Their supporters might support you every time or whatever. And you want to be able to tap into that network organically, so people don't mind giving you help, so people don't mind promoting you, so people don't mind marketing. If they feel like you're only trying to get that relationship or trying to glean knowledge or whatever so that you can use them to boost yourself up, ain't nobody dealing with you. They don't want to in that respect. But if you're organically asking questions, if you're organically trying to create those relationships, if they see you organically trying, people know. I don't know almost anybody in the indie comic community that is not willing to help people out in some way, shape, or form if they see that you're genuinely trying. You genuinely are supporting other people. You definitely don't want to go to a Kickstarter and ask other people and other indie creators for money that you never, and they see, if they look on your Kickstarter thing, you've never backed anything. If you do that, you're waiting to get slapped in the mouth. It's just a bad idea. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Huh?
Javon, what's that on your wall back there? What are those papers on your wall?
This?
Yeah, what's that stuff?
These are my goals. These are my goals for the year.
Goals? Okay.
Yeah. I have let's see. I had established I had established a Connecticut customer base, expand product roster, more customer engagement, weekly sales events, cons and stuff, create graphic design client lists, invest percentage of profits, and monetize podcasts. I keep it up there so I see it every day. So I've done like half of them, to be honest with you, this year.
That's good. It's good to have goals. Good to have goals.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer this before we get into the list real quick.
All right, go ahead.
I can do it quick. Has being married changed my outlook on dating? It has changed my process and my concerns for dating. So I know my personality. I know how I am. I can get along with a lot of people and it would be fine. Like I could marry that person to be okay. Like I'd be happy. I wouldn't have no issues and I wouldn't cheat. One of the biggest things that I battle post marriage is making sure that I don't settle. Not because I've settled in my first marriage. I didn't. I was the love of my ex-wife. But it makes me far more cognizant of trying to make sure that I really am feeling this person like that, especially because some of the two people I've dated in specific since I left my ex-wife, I fell for in ways I had no control over, and because I've experienced that, it makes me not want to settle for something else. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I don't have extreme feelings for other people that I've dated, but to me, I call it tunnel vision. If I didn't get tunnel vision for you, then I'm probably wasting your time, or this isn't going to work in the first place, because I've experienced that tunnel vision once and I wasn't sure what to do with it. And the second time I knew we just were in a different stage of life, so it didn't pop to go where it ultimately would have. But because I've experienced that, it makes me be like, man, nah, I don't want to waste your time or mine. You know what I'm saying? So it changed my perspective in that way. When we get on a topic a list or something like that, I can definitely talk about that more. But let's get to the list because I don't want to waste everybody's time. I mean, I can circle back to it if people want to talk about it, but and no problem, Emilio.
Yeah, I have no problem answering questions about the indie thing. I actually want to do a couple of panels next year. Because we get a lot of people trying to do this thing, just tips and tricks and everything. Especially with doing cons and just the whole process. I think it'd be really cool if we if there was more panels like that, because I get a lot of people coming up to me in cons talking about how do I do comics. I'd be like, make one. I can't help you till you make one.
Sean, me and Danny say that all the time too. Danny especially. And Danny will tell you quickly because people ask him all the time, and Danny will be like, "Hey, make it." You know what I'm saying? Like just make it, and we'll help you from there. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I tell people.
If you can get through the process of just writing it, you can just write it. If you can write your story down, you can figure out the rest.
And that is 95% of people are going to get weeded out on that alone because the idea will percolate and it'll be there, but they'll never actually
because it's hard.
Making
comics is hard, dude.
Telling stories, period, is hard. It doesn't matter what medium it is, but comics is even more complicated because there's so many other things that come into play, especially if you're not the artist.
I disagree. I don't think telling stories is hard. I think telling stories is easy. It's the making a profit off of. So making a profit off it, so you continue to do it. So you can continue to do it is hard.
I mean, that's why I said when I say making comics, I mean everything. I mean the whole process, start to finish, man. I mean, there's a whole thing about just like tabling at conventions that people don't even know about. Like, there's a whole art form to it. How you display your stuff and all that other stuff. It's hard.
All right, y'all want to get to the list and then circle back?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So
it's probably gonna be the quickest list we ever do.
Hey, I came up with one while we was talking.
Oh boy, here we go. Why don't you go first?
I certainly will. All right, so
Black Panther.
I wish. top 5 Blaxploitation movies. Number 5, New Jack City. Number 4. Wait, I'm on the ticker. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Number 4, Harlem Nights. That's definitely Harlem. I laugh every time I watch that movie. I've heard, especially the boxer makes me laugh every freaking time, bro. Richard Pryor makes me laugh every time when they're at that crap stable and he he tried to stutter out.
I don't feel like that's a Blaxploitation movie, man.
Oh, man, I ain't even seen it. That movie was hilarious. Arsenio being mad and shooting that gun. He's shooting because he killed his brother. Then nobody's like, pow, and he's like, stop shooting. That movie is anyway.
I don't know if I told y'all that. I don't know if I told y'all this, but I had never seen Harlem Nights until I went to basic training. So I went to basic training at 18, just turned 18. And I went to basic training, and because my last name is Quick, my drill sergeant was always be like, I'm gonna kill you, Quick. Quick. You killed my brother, Quick. And I was like, what I do, drill sergeant? What I do?
Listen, bro.
And the first opportunity that we got weekend leave, they made me go buy Harlem Nights. And I was like, okay, I understand. Because it happened all through basic training in the beginning of AIT when I went to do my advanced training. And the first weekend that I was in San Antonio, and they was like, okay, y'all can go out for the weekend. I went and bought Harlem Nights and watched it. And I was like, okay, I get it now. This whole 3 months that I've been getting this, I understand now.
Listen, bro, that movie is hilarious. I don't think it's possible for me to watch a movie and not laugh. It's too funny.
Sunshine. He said, "Hey, babe, I ain't never come home." Hey, Hey, little Johnny, put your mom on the phone.
Oh my god, bro! I'm telling you, bro. There's so many scenes. Like people be laughing at the pinky toe thing, and that joint that's not the funny part to me, bro. The funny parts are the ones I was just talking about. But that boxer be trying to stutter that out, and he finished to say what he said. He said, "You understand what I said?" And Richard said, "I do now."
Listen, I love Harlem Nights. It's hilarious. I just don't think it's Blaxploitation, but go on with it.
Oh man! All right, number 3.
I ain't signed
Barry
it off.
Gordon's The Last Dragon, bro. I put it up there.
Okay.
To me, that would be one that I say would epitomize. Besides, like Shaft, Foxy Brown, Dolomite. Like I have not watched those movies from front to back, so it can't be on my list. So that's my number 3, Barry Gordon's The Last Dragon. Number 2, they clone Tyrone. Especially because
it's got to be low budget though.
How do we know it ain't?
They had a whole. Come on, man. Come on,
listen.
now. Come on,
up
man.
There now.
Come on.
It's up there now. It's up there. It's up there. What do you want me to do? Number 2, they clone Tyrone. Number 1, Dolomite is my name. I cried watching that movie.
Oh, that's right. You say you ain't seen Shaft and all of. Okay.
Not from front to back. I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen
the budget for They Clone Tyrone was $47 million.
That's probably more than you could probably take 3 Blaxploitation films.
That's a fact.
And they would have literally that budget.
Hey,
actually, I take it back. You could probably say 5. You could take 5 of the movies, and they probably all combined for that budget.
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, his budget was $10 million.
We can't hear you.
I don't even know if that's true.
Morgan, we can't hear you.
Yeah, your sound went out.
I had to mute my bad because I was typing.
Okay. I know, Sean. I know, man.
What?
His whole list, dude. He's trying. Morgan's trying to.
My list might be.
I don't know what y'all want me to tell you.
My list might be. No, my list is definitely better than that. All right.
All right, go ahead, man.
All right, top 5 Blaxploitation films. I done messed my thing up. All right, number 5. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Okay.
It's a spoof, but I think it still fits. Sure.
She pulled out the boots.
Took the wig off.
He took the wig off,
bro,
and she started hopping out.
Don't you run from me.
Old boy got shot up,
bro.
Man, I'm finna go watch that after. I gotta go. I'm about to watch that tomorrow. I love that movie.
Number 4. This movie made me so mad. The first 3 or 4 times I watched it, I couldn't even finish it because it made me so mad.
Oh boy!
But Bamboozled, Spike Lee joint. Number 3.
Wait, what?
Bamboozled.
That's considered Blaxploitation film?
Sure,
I think it is.
Blue dress up here then.
I don't know about that, man.
How not?
How is it? Explain how it is.
Because of the content is about black exploitation, like the whole
it's
concept.
It's just a black film, dude.
But it's, the concept is them exploiting the.
I don't know, Jay.
I
can't look
number 3
off the top of my head, bro, because I didn't feel like I could qualify a list because I haven't seen these.
All right, go ahead, man.
Number 3, Shaft. Number 2, Foxy Brown. Number 1, Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. I will say it as many times as I have to. To me, Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon is a perfect film. Made at the perfect time for the perfect audience, which is me. And it's might be my favorite movie all the time.
It is.
So as often as I can put it on the list, I'm putting it on there.
Princess Bride.
All right.
Princess Bride is a great film.
Okay. All right. Here we go. My number 5 is I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Perfect cross between being satirical, but also really genuine in being a Blaxploitation film. But old boy put all of the bullets and the guns on him. He fell down the stairs. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, number 4, Superfly, man. I don't know. How y'all have never seen Superfly, man?
I didn't see the original one. I saw the
I saw the
mean-
remake with old buddy with that crazy hair.
and I did not like.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Anyway, Superfly definitely was real. I've seen all these films maybe like once or twice. So, number 3, The Last Dragon. Last Dragon. I probably watched like The Last Dragon at least like 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite ones.
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon was the first movie I bought on Amazon Prime because I had the DVDs. I had the creator. So the DVD had a creator's commentary. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Vaughn, but it had a creator's commentary, and I wanted to find it again because I remember it being actually really good, but I can't find the DVD with the creator commentary on it. So I just bought it on Amazon Prime so I can just keep watching.
All right, number 2. Let me get one red. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Number 2, I'm gonna go Foxy Brown. Pam Grier, just kicking butt all up and down that movie. I love that movie. I still watch it. I probably watch that like twice a year.
I haven't seen it in a minute, but I'm gonna go back and watch it.
And then if your number 1 ain't Shaft, like something wrong. That movie is iconic on so many levels, from the soundtrack to the style to the song, everything, top to bottom. Shaft is the iconic blaxploitation film, in my opinion. It's the one when I feel like when people say the term, that's the one they're thinking about. So that's my list.
Brown.
What'd you say?
I said it's that and Foxy Brown.
Well, that's why they were my 1 and 2.
Up there.
See, that's what I'm saying. I know those, but I can't put them again as a qualifier for what we said a while back. I can't put it on my list. I know.
I'm gonna need you to watch some movies that didn't come out.
You can go back and watch these, bro.
I mean, just it's okay. Movies existed before you were born.
Hey man,
and some of them are still good.
And a lot of them are really good, man.
You never seen Casablanca?
Nigga, no. What?
Boo, I've seen Casablanca. That's the whitest movie ever, and I still see Casablanca.
Come on now.
Wow. Have you seen Amistad?
Not fully through, no.
Damn, they made us go to school. They made us go see that.
I watched that. I believe I watched Amistad in school for real when it came out.
They took us to the movie theaters to go. Literally took the whole school to the movie theater to go see Amistad.
The struggle of your people.
They literally took. I'll never forget that.
That was a big thing. That was a big thing when that came out.
Give us free.
Give us.
You must give us free.
That was literally the takeaway. We all got forget everything else. Give us free. Morgan, have you seen RoboCop?
Of course, I seen RoboCop.
Okay, I'm just checking.
The original RoboCop.
The original.
Yes, nigga. Don't play me.
I'm just asking because you never know.
If you seen RoboCop,
came out in the 90s, right?
There's no reason shouldn't have seen the rest of these movies. RoboCop came out in 1987. You were what, 3-4 years old? 1987.
Hey, listen. Do y'all want me to start lying to y'all? Is that what it is? You want me to
start lying? Go watch some movies.
Oh, okay, well,
as much as you
movies, bro.
As much as you watch movies.
Have you seen? I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
No.
Bruh, get your life together.
I need the black card, man. I need the black card.
You gotta at least watch.
I'm gonna need you to get a black. That black card need to come.
I think I might have gone back to watch that because my boy Trevor told me that they tried to take my black card a while back, and I had to go back. We talked about this before. I had to go back and watch Juice. I had to go back and watch New Jack City. I had to go back and watch Dead Presidents. I had to go back and watch.
I still haven't seen New Jack City, so I can't.
You ain't seen New Jack City, Danny?
That's the one that I ain't got. I went back and watched
a bunch of my brother's keeper.
I went back and watched a lot of them.
You can never say for the culture.
There was a weekend. There was a weekend, and I went and watched all of those because they were saying my black card was on the line if I didn't watch them that weekend.
Jay, I've been telling this man this for a long time now. You keep talking about the culture, but those are quintessential films of the culture.
You don't care. You don't care about that.
So that's why I be looking at Morgan sideways.
Man, y'all can go to Hades.
Have you seen?
You don't
Steel?
have to see those movies to be for the culture. Don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, that's BS.
At your age, yes.
Yeah. Have you seen Blank Man?
Of course, I seen Blank Man.
Have you seen
That came out in my life. If it came out in my lifetime, I probably seen it.
The movies didn't disappear. Shaft was still around. Shaft's still here.
When did it come out? The 70s, right?
It still is. The movies exist. Did
Where,
you see
Javon, where would I watch Shaft at?
Easy? You
On
can
Amazon?
see Shaft right now. You could go watch Shaft right now. You got Amazon Prime?
You think that I come home from
got
work?
Voodoo?
You think I come home from work and be like, you know what I want to watch today? Foxy Brown. Yep, I'm gonna look that up instead of finding a new movie that I haven't seen that I missed for some reason.
It is a new movie that you haven't seen.
I know.
No, I'm talking about a movie that came out in my lifetime.
What does it matter?
It does
don't
matter.
know.
What's good, Paige? What's good, Paige?
This is sad.
Have I
man.
seen Hollywood Shuffle?
Have you,
I don't think so. No.
bruh? Come on, come on. It's on Pluto. It's free on Pluto TV
Why
right now
would I watch Pluto?
because it's free.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Why?
Pluto TV is free. All you got to do is press the button and you can watch Hollywood Shuffle right now. I watched
there, man.
I watched it a month ago.
Yeah, Paige.
Last Dragon does count, Paige.
Yes,
I
I
don't care what y'all watched. Why do y'all keep saying
hold on,
that?
though. Hold
It don't
on.
make no
Though.
difference.
My question is, if you are okay with the concept of you coming home to watch a movie, a newer movie that you've
haven't
never seen before,
Mhm.
right? We agree that you do this. Then why is it such a foreign concept for you to watch an older movie that you've never seen before? Because it's new to you.
Yeah.
You said why is it such a foreign concept, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't do it.
Why?
But
I
what
don't do it.
stops you?
I
That's
don't
what I'm
do it.
saying.
Or I haven't done it.
Why though? Is what we're
I didn't make a
Because my
broad
habit
definition, Jay.
Okay, I'll give you the second answer. Because my habit is to do what I just told you and what you just described, which is come home and find a movie that came out in my lifetime and go watch that. That's my
What
habit.
does the in my lifetime have to do with anything?
right. So you saying
Because, okay, Star Wars, right?
Harlem Nights barely came out in your lifetime, bro.
I had to go back and watch Harlem Nights. That's my point.
So you are comfortable with the concept
going
of
back
going
to watch
back
a movie that you have
I
not
didn't
seen?
say.
Just
How
don't
y'all missing what I'm saying?
We're
I
saying,
just
why does
gave
it
you a
matter if
list
it's
of
in your
movies.
lifetime?
Wait. I just gave you a list of movies. I gave you a list of movies that my friend said, yo, you're not black if you don't watch these movies. And I said I took a whole weekend to watch just those movies because of the list that was put on. So this was a conversation from a list on Facebook.
Yes,
And people were challenging my black
I
card.
remember. Yes.
And they gave me a list of movies I had to watch. So I took a whole weekend when I was sitting with Bubba and we just sat there and watched those movies. At some point, I will get to these movies that you're talking about, but it is not my normal practice to get off work and say, you know what?
Have you seen The Golden Child?
The what?
The Golden Child, Eddie Murphy's The Golden Child?
No.
It's exhausting. This is exhausting.
Why is it exhausting? You should have spent that.
You never seen I want the night. Like, bruh, so I can't even communicate with you the way that I communicate with normal black people because you have not seen these movies.
Hey, y'all tried to play me. See, Morgan tried to play me before when I said Morgan don't watch old movies. He tried to play me.
I said that myself.
Danny, Danny, do you recall the conversation we had on here?
Recency bias, and he says that you.
No. Forget that. Remember, Danny, when I said that me and Morgan had a conversation on the show, and he said, I don't watch old movies. If it looked like it got a tracking thing on it,
yep,
I don't watch it.
I did say that.
But
Morgan,
hold on. But Danny, you remember when I brought it back up? He said I never said that.
No, I did. What? I have never said that.
We need a producer, man.
There is no way.
We literally had this conversation on
There
here.
is no way that I said that because I used the Fresh Prince. I used the Fresh Prince as the premise for it. The Fresh Prince is my favorite sitcom.
You've seen The Wiz though, right?
Yes. The Fresh Prince is my favorite. The Fresh Prince is my favorite sitcom of all time, right? But the older episodes, I don't go back and say, "Let me go watch the first episode of the Fresh Prince."
How is it your favorite sitcom of all time?
Over watching my favorite episodes.
But you seen Malcolm X?
Yes, I've seen Purple Rain.
You seen Malcolm X, right?
Of course. Yes.
Wait a minute. If something is your favorite thing of all time, why are you not gonna go back and watch all of it?
Yeah.
What's my favorite thing of all time?
You just said Fresh Prince is your favorite.
I didn't say
sitcom
I've
of all
never
time.
seen all the Fresh Prince. I said I'm not going to choose to go back and watch the older episodes over the newer ones. I'm not going to do that.
Wow.
I've done it before, but I forced myself to do that. The same as Star Wars. I've gone back to watch the other Star Wars movies for context, but I'm not going to choose those old Star Wars movies over the one with Anakin and Ewan McGregor in it. I'm just not.
Wait, time out. So
That's the wrong
I don't
answer.
even like Star Wars, but you like the newer Star Wars movies over the older ones?
My favorite Star Wars movie that I've seen is the one with Anakin in it.
Wow.
Where he becomes Vader.
You are the first person that I've ever heard say that.
I don't care.
I know. I'm just making this observation.
I'm with Morgan. I mean, my favorite Star Wars movies are the newer ones, the newest ones.
I told everybody I don't do Star Wars. I only like one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rogue One and
Rogue One was that was good.
Or like Star Trek. Like I'm not getting ready to go back and watch a marathon of Star Trek, but I do like Star Trek Discovery.
You're wrong, bro. You're wrong, sir. You are wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm telling you what I do. You're not going to.
So wait, I have a question. Have you watched Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Yes. Okay. Not like I've not seen every episode, no, but I definitely grew up watching it.
Okay.
I used to watch that at my great grandma's house.
Star Trek. You can watch DS9. You can watch Deep Space Nine right now. And it'd be amazing, bruh. There's no
Deep Space Nine ain't better than Next Generation. Right?
Yes, it is, sir.
Sir, you are crazy.
Deep Space Nine is the best Star Trek show. Deep Space Nine is number one.
You are.
I like Star Trek.
You just made my brain shut off.
I like Star Trek.
Ain't no way.
Rank Star Wars shows right now.
The Star Trek: The Next Generation is the best one.
Star Trek: The Next Generation that's one I grew up with, so that's one I like.
Then I might give you.
Yes, I've seen Walker Texas Ranger. Yes, I grew up watching that too. If it was on at my grandmother or my great grandmother's house,
you watch Matlock. You seen Matlock?
Yes, I've seen Murder She Wrote. I've seen Matlock. I've seen countless episodes.
But you grew up with your grandmother, right?
Stuff that came on when
you grew up with your grandmother, right?
Your grandma was definitely watching.
Stuff that came on when I used to go stay with my great grandma. I've seen all of that. So I've seen Matlock. I've seen Murder She Wrote. I've seen In the Heat of the Night. I've seen
Javon.
I used to love In the Heat of the Night.
I want to hear your top 5 Star Trek shows off the top.
I'd probably say number 1 to 5.
Yes, Jay.
I watched Falcon Crest. Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
That's old. I used to watch like what's the show with Bruce Willis, Moonlighting. I used to watch that with my grandfather and my grandmother. No. I watched all them old stuff.
I've seen
Jeopardy for days.
I'm trying to get away from my Star Trek question.
No. I'm
Lethal Weapon. I've seen Lethal Weapon because that used to be on.
How old are you? I'm 42.
I'm 39.
And Danny, you're
38.
38. Anyway, number 1 Star Trek: Next Generation. I'd probably say Deep Space Nine would be second. Then I will put the original, then Voyager. And I don't know. I wouldn't know the 5th because I tapped out. I got
no reason a lot of
y'all watch all them shows you watch with
and the Blaxploitation films, and films like Friday and all that. I could not see them because like when I was growing up, like when Friday came out, my aunts and them came over here to watch it with my grandma, and they was in the front room like dying laughing. I want to know what they was watching, but I was in the back room trying to look at it through the squiggly lines. I can't, you know what I'm saying? That was back when you had to order the movies on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying?
PTSD. He got PTSD for.
He showed up, dude.
No, my grandma didn't let me watch that stuff. So that's another reason why I have not seen a lot of those films, because if I didn't see it, I might not even know that it existed to go back to watch it. So then, like when y'all gave me that list on Facebook, I'm like, all right, bet. I've heard of these movies at some point. Let me try to knock some of these out. But I'm
Friday. I was 14, 15 when Friday came out. I don't think I saw it in the theater though. I couldn't go to the theater.
When I get off of here, I gotta check on my son. When I get off here, I'm gonna check on my son, check on my daughter, possibly eat something, and then I have a Madden game, and then
But you watch Foxy Brown though? You never saw Foxy Brown?
No, not the full movie. No,
I mean, you
I've
don't watch
seen
it just for Pam Grier?
Pam Grier is fine, but I knew she was fine without watching the movie. I mean,
Morgan, we need to collectively make a list for Morgan. And Morgan, your homework would be to finish this list, or your black card got to be revoked. Or you can never talk about for the culture.
My black card, sir.
You can never talk about for the culture.
That's impossible.
For the end of the year, we need
For
Morgan
real.
to at least watch.
I'm one of the blackest people y'all know.
Morgan, have you watched Higher Learning?
Bruh, that's
not from front to back. No,
bruh.
There's no way that happened in your lifetime, so there's no excuse.
Yeah, Higher Learning came out in like 96, 90.
The excuse
95 or something like that.
Your criteria was in your lifetime,
bro. 96.
Isn't that what he said?
I would have been 12.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen Do the Right Thing. I went back to watch that.
How you see Do the?
I went back to watch it.
But why you ain't go back and watch Higher Learning though?
How quickly do y'all want me to go back and watch these movies? Like tonight, just download it in my head like the Matrix.
Before the end of the year.
Yes, I said the best man, bro.
Before the end of the year, before Christmas.
What if I don't like them?
You need to see.
That's fine. I don't care about if you like them.
I just gotta watch them just so.
No, you need to watch them so that you can understand conversation. Like if I bust out with, I'm gonna kill you quick, and you don't understand. Like you don't get the reference because you haven't seen the movie. Then you can't communicate with the culture.
Have you seen The Brothers?
The Brothers, yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Oh, if I say to my brother,
what is high? What is higher?
If I say to you, it's like you remember when Dave Chappelle. You remember when the Chappelle Show came on and people were literally just quoting Dave Chappelle. Like you could like have a whole conversation of just Dave Chappelle Show quotes at one point in life.
Yep.
If we go to meet a group of black people, and somebody says, "She shot me in my pinky," or "He shot me in my pinky toe," and you just standing there clueless, like you're gonna get ostracized, bro.
Have you seen Set It Off?
No, I'm not. Yes, I've seen Set It Off. I went back to watch it. Again, that would not have been a movie my grandma would have let me watch growing up.
It's weird because like most people who are like, I'm not saying you were sheltered, but you were prevented from watching stuff. Most people would be like, once they got the freedom to watch that stuff, they would go back and get to see all the stuff they missed.
Yeah, I even did that with.
There's mad new movies for me to go watch. So
y'all know I don't watch horror movies, but when I was old enough, I went back and watched Chucky and dang on Freddy Krueger and all that stuff. I mean, I decided that I did not enjoy certain types of scary movies. But
have you seen Posse?
What's it about?
With the Cowboys,
Bruh.
Mario Van Peebles? No.
If I did, I don't remember it.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
Have you seen Rosewood?
I think I did watch that, but I don't remember the movie like that.
You see Major Payne?
Yeah.
Man,
I gotta get out of here, y'all. But
this is fun.
Y'all want to go ahead and pick next week's topic so we know?
We should do top 5 black films. I'm telling you, we ain't done it, man.
If we haven't done it, If we haven't done it,
hold on. Let me take a look.
I'm pretty sure we have.
Let me take a look real quick.
I'm down.
I'm pretty sure we ain't did top 5 black films because I remember very vividly y'all telling me we ain't doing it.
I think you're making that up because there's no reason I would say we're not doing top 5.
Jason's Lyric. Oh yeah, have you seen Jason's Lyric?
I don't remember if I've seen Jason's Lyric. I think I have.
Poetic Justice.
Yes, I went. That Poetic Justice was one of the movies I went back to watch. I don't remember it well, but I did go back to watch it. I went back to watch that one weekend.
So we did top 5 black famous celebrities. I don't see it, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't see it. top 5 iconic bad guys, top 5 rap features, martial artists. Hold
Yeah,
on,
all
what is
these
this?
black movies, y'all put them on a list or something, and I watch them at my leisure.
My goodness, man. It's just weird to me. It's weird to me for
I'm fine with
somebody.
that, Sean.
What happened?
Black comedians? Maybe we did.
Top 5 black films Morgan hasn't seen. I'm fine with that. I'm
We
not
haven't
embarrassed
done
at
it
all. y'all got to understand, I'm not embarrassed at all about that because
Dude, I'm telling you, we haven't seen it.
I know how I grew up, and I know why I didn't watch those movies, and I don't know why it doesn't make sense to you that if something's not already a habit, if you've established habits in your life and that's not a part of it, it's already hard to build different habits than what you already do, right? Especially the older you get. So my mind is not gonna all of a sudden change and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just start watching old movies I haven't seen. I'm gonna go watch them all. Like that's my brain will never do that. It's not gonna happen. I consume too much new content, whether it's books, podcasts. I'm an information hog, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of ways. So there's always gonna be something new going into my head. So me taking the time to be like, let me go back to this old, it will happen every now and again, but it's not gonna happen all the time.
All right, top 5 black
Yeah,
films.
that's me waiting to say
Top 5 black films. Let's do it. Top 5. Waiting. Just check here. Waiting to. Have you seen Waiting to Exhale?
Yes, I just answered Beverly on that. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right, y'all. I'm out of
Have
here.
you seen? What about my last one? Have you seen? Dog, I just lost it. In my Meteor Man.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta do top 5 black films.
I don't think he likes black films. I do like it. If the film is good, I like it. Like, but I'm not getting ready to lie just because it's a black film. It's like a black TV show. If I like it or I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting ready to cap just because.
Like I said, the you don't have to like every black film, of course.
But I don't like every black film.
I don't have to like anything.
You do need the information from the black films to have conversation with other black people.
Yeah, but it's fine not to get a reference, bro. Like I've made it through almost 40 years of life and communicated great with people without watching any of those movies.
It would make it easier, though.
No, it doesn't.
It does. I
no, it will be a reference that I don't.
All right, you know what? Let's do it. We actually gonna have an actual endpoint for the show. Let's have an endpoint. We're gonna do top 5 black films, and then Morgan got his homework this weekend. You got a lot to go. You got a lot to go through, man.
Yeah, so you say.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Y'all give me the list. Y'all come up with a list, and I will let you know as I knock them off.
Hey, I'm gonna be. If you are in New Hampshire, come to Granite State Comic Con this weekend, Friday through Sunday. I'm gonna be there, table 51. Come see me.
Oh, we got 3 new members. That's what's up. I thought Fee was already a member, bro.
Guess not. We haven't invited her back. She probably.
Good night, Beverly. Good night, everybody. Hey, the poll is up in the group. Y'all go vote. And like I said, this week we'll be doing top 5 black films. So that does give me some incentive before Tuesday to go back and watch some of these other films that y'all brought up. But I'd be shocked if some of the films y'all brought up made it into the top 5 for me, black films. And that's a big genre. So like before we even get to next week.
You want to do top? You want to specify it? We can specify it.
Yeah, because that's a lot. Like, what qualifies as a black film?
What do you do? You want to do top 5 best black comedies or black dramas? You know what a black film is. Come on, man. We know what a black film is.
What qualifies it as a black film?
Come on, man. If you don't know what a black film is, like, that's a problem.
It's made by black people for black. It's FUBU. For us, by us.
Yeah, there we go.
So all of Tyler Perry's movies count?
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah. If you got one on it, I'll worry about you.
Yeah. They better not.
better not make.
Wait, time out. Danny, you can't talk. You can't even say that because you literally had Tyler Perry as one of your best actors or black actors of all time.
Doesn't
Y'all
mean
gonna stop. Y'all gonna stop hating on Tyler Perry, bro.
No, I'm
Doesn't
telling
mean
you
that.
what more, he said it.
That doesn't mean his films are top 5.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman is a good film, bro. That's a lie to say it's not.
Okay.
It's not top 5 black films though.
I didn't say it is.
What,
It
are
might
we
be
doing
top-
dramas
it might
or
be top
comedies?
20.
What we doing? We gonna
All
do
right,
dramas
okay,
or
we do
We're
comedies?
all
doing
of it.
all of all.
We gonna do all of all?
I could care
Maybe we
less.
should do.
I was trying to make it easier for us. But
Nah,
I
let's
mean,
do
Boys in the Hood better be in there.
black films.
I'm surprised you've seen Boys in the Hood.
Malcolm X is better be. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's some films that just better be in there.
All right, we'll see.
I had to go back to watch Boys in the Hood.
Top 5 all-time black films.
Somebody's gonna have set it off in their top 5. I know it.
May be wrong. All right, y'all.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Hey, listen,
William,
William,
that's
I
what
don't
they
know what you
wanted.
want to tell you.
That's what they
All right,
wanted.
look, we can break it down. What do y'all want? What do y'all want to
No,
see?
it's too late now. It's too late. We
All right,
here.
fine,
Any
okay.
left. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.